Chapter 1. The Unordinary Homicide. In the heart of Whispering Pines, a quaint town nestled snugly between the Montana mountains, things were anything but ordinary. Known for its peculiarities, the town's most famous landmark was the curious clock tower that echoed tick-tocks backwards, and the whimsical willow that bore fruit in winter instead of summer. So when the sheriff, Milton Stroud, woke up to a crime scene that was both macabre and absurd, he was not entirely surprised. Still, the nature of the incident in question was something the town hadn't seen before. The murder happened at the annual Whispering Pines Carnival, a local tradition where everyone dressed up as their favourite paradox. Stroud, in his infinite annoyance with the custom, had selected Schrodinger's cat this year. In costume, he was both alive and dead, irritated and amused, a dutiful officer and a weary participant. The irony wasn't lost on him when he received a frantic call about a real death at a make-believe fair. John Jamboree, the town baker, a man known for his dry humour and even drier scones, was found dead in the Hall of Mirrors. Dressed as the Mobius strip, Jamboree had one continuous side or two, depending on your perspective. Now he had none, slumped unceremoniously on the ground, his face as white as his beloved flower, a lifeless loop amidst a labyrinth of reflecting glasses. Stroud examined the body, brushing away the multicoloured carnival dust from the corpse. No visible wounds, no signs of struggle. Jamboree's face was frozen in an eerie grin, his eyes wide open. The only anomaly, if it could be called that, was a strange, otherworldly fragrance that seemed to waft from his body, a mixture of pine, peppermint, and an unknown scent. It was fresh, yet terrifyingly grim. The Hall of Mirrors reflected the spectral blue lights from the sheriff's vehicle, bouncing them off in a million directions. The visual cacophony of infinite reflections disoriented Stroud, but he pressed on, trying to piece together the shards of this grotesque puzzle. In the crowd gathered outside the hall, Stroud spotted Sylvia Moresby, the town's unofficial historian and self-proclaimed psychic. In her extravagant costume as the grandfather paradox, Sylvia was a riot of conflicting eras. Stroud noticed the typically boisterous woman unusually quiet, her usually sparkling eyes filled with a shadow of fear. Despite his practical mind, Stroud had learned to respect Sylvia's strange hunches. They were an uncanny source of information, often disturbingly accurate. With a sigh, he trudged over, preparing to indulge in some good old town superstition. But before he could reach her, the carnival lights flickered and died, plunging the fairground into a sea of darkness, the silence broken only by the unnatural tick-tock from the curious clock tower. When the lights flickered back on, Sylvia was gone. Stroud sighed again, his breath misting in the cool evening air. A dead baker, an otherworldly scent, a missing psychic, and a town full of peculiarities. Whispering Pines had served him another typical day on a not-so-silver platter. As the reluctant protagonist of this madcap tale, he knew he was in for a wild ride. But paradoxically, in a town known for its eccentricities, he wouldn't have it